And good morning as we welcome ball hockey fans from around the world back to Mount Pearl, just outside of St. John's, the host city for the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships. We begin this morning with a game between Italy and Switzerland in the U18. If we can, let's take a standings as we have 3 games left to play in the round robin. There you see Slovakia in the middle. They're the only team that has completed all their round robin games. They've got 6 played. They finished at 3-3. Switzerland and Italy, you notice just below Slovakia, they're 1-4. They will not be playing for a medal. In the under 18, the top 2 teams will play for the gold. 3rd and 4th will play for the bronze. 5th and 6th, Switzerland and Italy, they're going to play today. And regardless of the outcome, assuming Canada beats Great Britain in a game at 4 o'clock this afternoon, which is highly expected and anticipated. So assuming Canada beats Great Britain, Switzerland and Italy will finish 5th and 6th, which means they'll play again tomorrow in the 5th, 6th placement game. Great Britain would finish 8th. Slovakia is comfortably in 4th place, so they will play for a bronze. Canada, again, assuming they beat Great Britain, will finish 1st. That leaves our next game, Czech Republic versus the United States, as the one that will determine who Canada's opponent will be. The winner of the Czech-USA game will play for the gold. The loser will play for the bronze. So things beginning to shape out. We've got 3 round-robin games to play. The next one, very important, will be, as I say, Czech Republic and United States. It's almost like a semi-final game. The winner plays for the gold, even though it's technically just a round-robin game, but it's the way it's going to shape out. Italy in the white, blue trim. Switzerland, black with the white, red trim. Swiss crest in the front of their jersey. Say both teams, 1 win, 4 losses. Only wins coming over the team from Great Britain. Backhand did not get through. Berthud is on it for Switzerland and clears it down the floor. Rodewald, the ball's onside. Rodewald, the shot did not get through. Selin, his pass failed to connect. It'll be a flooring call against Team Italy. 3 15-minute periods, 5-minute break in between. This is the final day for round robin competition. The under 20s have finished their round robin. They will go right to the semifinals later today. Those games at 6 and 8, 6 o'clock game. Canada, Slovakia. A rematch of last night's game. Slovakia won. And then the other semifinal will be Czech Republic and the United States. That will be at 8 o'clock this evening. So 5 games ahead of us, 3 under 18 round robin games, 2 under 20 semifinals. And then tomorrow we'll have the bronze and gold medal games for you, along with the placement game between likely Italy and Switzerland, the 2 teams playing now. From the face-off, it's put over the top of the goal by Paglia. Rose's shot over the top of the goal. Players along the boards trying to work it out. Getting to it first, Sasha Berthud down the floor. That will be a flooring call against Team Switzerland. Just a minute 25 played here in the first period. I thank Steve Power and Ali Kreef for doing that opening game this morning between the Newfoundland and Labrador Selects and Team Great Britain, providing some great insight into the ball hockey program that's happening in Great Britain these days, and it is growing by leaps and bounds. The shot in, save was made. The Swiss goaltender, that's Roman Alleman in goal for Switzerland. The ball will go up over the glass, out of play. The faceoff will stay in the Swiss end. Two-on-one shaping up for Switzerland. Shot, save was made. He's right back. They'll get another chance down low. Steiger with a couple of chances. Berthud with a big shot from outside. Steiger will pick it up over on the far side for Switzerland. That shot blocked. Italians can't get it out on the first try. Now they will. Geneva, his shot. Easy catch for Alleman. No score. Only 2:48 gone here in the first period. Little delay as the ball that went into stands earlier was thrown back in. They put that over to the scorer's box, and now we're ready to go. Mouty got it back. Big collision along the boards. It's physical down there. And checking is not allowed, but it can get physical. Mouty working against Italy. Still they hold it against the boards. Referee looking in there closely. Italy comes away with it. Selin, shot goes to the far boards, and Switzerland get it out. Good pass up ahead, right on the stick of Rodewald. He has it knocked to the boards, threw it in front, it's cleared in behind the goal. Niediger is in there for Switzerland. He lost it. Italy. Errant pass in behind number 19, and Switzerland with a great chance. Good save. Nofo with a great chance. Come back the other way. Shot by Patricia. Another shot from the far boards. Good chances, both teams here early in the first period. Ensler. Over to Messerly. Ball went off of Sasha Berthud and up into the Swiss bench. Should mention in goal for Italy, number 30, Marcus Roki. Offside at the blue line. The Italians in just a little bit ahead of the ball. Roti was looking for an explanation. Shirley got it off the boards. It came right back to him. Then down the floor. Not going to be a flooring call. Rosa touched it with his glove as it went by. Couldn't knock it down, but got just a piece of it. Italy will bring it out. Messina. Bouncing ball right down to Alleman. He'll hold on to it. We'll get another whistle. Ricardo to the far boards. On it first over there was Wegemuller for Switzerland. Ensler behind the net. Ensler got away from Matteo Pekka, and the pass up the boards. They're trying to get it up ahead to Nicholas Verily. Too far. Another flooring call. Wegemuller. Long pass up ahead, trying to knock it down was Budakoffer. Kept in at the blue line by Fund. Long shot right in on goal, handled easily by Roki. Both teams will change. 5:25 gone in the first period. No score. Italy and Switzerland. Battle won along the boards by the Italians, but they do not get it out. Kept in by Wiesmer. In behind the goal, Steiger. Italians still trying to get it out. Player goes down over there in a heap. That was Daniel Roki. Up ahead, Marini behind the goal. Comes in front, cleared away to the boards. On it is Roki. Alleman trying to cover it. Eventually he does as he sprawled at the side of the goal. Roman Alleman, goaltender for Switzerland. Ball goes high in the air down in the corner. Surly, he lost it. Taken by Mauti. Got it back, comes here into the near corner, race for it along the boards. Surly got there first, but he was stopped by Patricia. Behind the goal, the Italian cycling it. Trying to work it out in front now. Holding it, Selin. Back at the point, Livingston over on the far side. Shot came in from Mauti, the captain. Selin is on it. Back at the point, long shot by Messina. Taken here on the near side by Rodewalk, can't get it out. Kept in by Livingston, into the middle, that's intercepted. Niediger, up ahead. Pass couldn't connect. Not enough on it. The player would have been offside if he kept going. That was Ensler with the pass. Ensler's all the way back in his own end. He's got it. At the blue line. Swiss breaking in. Shot saved by Roki. Ball is still loose. Great chance for Sasha Berthud. Offside at the blue line. Paglia was in ahead of the play. The ball bounced at the blue line. Paglia went in across, and then the ball crossed the blue line. Budakoffer couldn't move on it. Once again, offside as Lucchese brought it in. He had two teammates trapped inside the blue line. That was both Foti and Paglia inside. Bernazzi backhands it in. Back there to get it. Cancian up ahead. And Luke Casey. Stick got all up around his head. No whistle on the play. Hard to believe that wasn't a penalty. Now the Italians knock down Budakoffer. The ball goes in behind the goal. Getting a little bit physical. Roki up ahead looking for Foti. He touched it, got a piece of it, so no flooring. Pass onto the stick of Verley, but he didn't handle it cleanly. Now turns, dumps it in. Kept in by Fund. Kramer down in the corner. Fund has it for Switzerland. Fund. Back at the point, Itten. Itten's got to be careful, just able to hold it in. The Italian player could have gotten away. That was Romano. In front for Itten, a little bit too far for him. Again, Italy can't get it out. Now they do. And on it is Romeo. He lost it. Ball bounces here to the near boards. Rosa off the stick of Diesmer. Comes right in front though and then cleared away by Alleman. Ensler with it. Off the boards, up ahead. Steiger. Steiger doesn't get it out. That hit Pekka. Pekka's got it now in the slot. Turning, getting this shot away was Romano. He could have one-timed it, would have worked out a little better for him, but couldn't control the ball right away. Fairclough down the floor. Taken back there by Rosa. Rosa lost it. Fairclough looking for it. Comes free. Genova. Genova couldn't catch up to it. Comes out at center. Fairclough has it for Switzerland. Fairclough trying to break through. Got it again, but offside. This ball bounced around right on the blue line. Steiger in ahead of the play. Number 17 for Switzerland. Evenly played game, as to be expected between these two teams, coming in with identical records. Each team with losses to Canada, Czech Republic, Slovakia, and the United States. Victories over Great Britain. Now they meet. And there's a very, very strong possibility they will meet again tomorrow in the 5-6 placement game. Scores! Off the post and in, Rafael Giuffo. Good hard low shot. You could hear it ding off that right post and then in behind Marcus Roki. So the Swiss strike first. Budakoffer will play it in. Roki will leave it for Francesco Roki, defenseman. And stolen behind the goal by Switzerland. Budakoffer. Back down behind the goal. Champer up along the boards. Pinching in was Itten. Champer couldn't hold in. Now he's got it. Champer shot. Save made. That's put over the top of the goal by Budakoffer. Now the Italians have a chance to move it out. To the blue line, inside. Patricia, long shot, blocker save made by Alleman. From a sharp angle, ball goes around the boards all the way out here to center. Budakoffer trying to get away as he stole it from Rosa. Would have been offside had they touched it. Patricia. For Selin. Taken by Wiesmer. Wiesmer tried to stop and turn, but Selin on him too quickly. Itten. Wow, what a save by Alleman. Selin was there. That ball came out in front, and Selin is looking around and saying, how did I not score? Well, because of that man with the big pads. Put the left pillow down and stretched out. Alleman, yeah, get a drink of water, young man. That was an incredible save. Wiesmer's going off holding the left side of his head. A bit of a bump. See him heading off there, number 19. They will check on the young man when he goes to the bench. Training staff there. There is a penalty to Italy on the play. Offside. Brendan Selin is gone. So in fact, had he scored, it wouldn't have counted. But still, tremendous save by Alleman. The Italians cleared down the floor. 1-0 Switzerland. They are on the power play. Up at the blue line, Rodewald. He was open for a second, but knocked off his stick and then cleared down the floor. And we hear our first hop Swiss of the morning. Cleared in by Ciofo. He's got the goal for Switzerland in this one. Back along the boards. Steiger. To Ciofo. Steiger. One-timer. Scores! Bastian Steiger. Again, not sure if it was tipped. Actually, the official is going over, and I think that's what he's asking. Anybody tip that one? Get the credit to the right player. Rodewald was there by the left post. May have gotten a piece of it. Budakoffer taking it in around behind the Italian goal. Across, Beerthut. And it is Rodewald gets credit for the second Swiss goal as he tipped that shot by Steiger. Alleman almost put it right on the stick of Paglia. Got a penalty up along the boards. Roughing. It's the hand signal from the official. It will go to Switzerland. Bernazzi. So now Italy will have the man advantage. As time winds down in this one. Face off to the right of Alleman. 5 seconds to go in the period. Alleman behind the goal, and that's where play will end. Italy will start the second period down by 2, but they'll have the man advantage to begin the second 15 minutes. Minute 53 left to go in the penalty to Bernazzi of Switzerland. All right, we'll take a break. Back in just over 4 minutes. You're watching the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships from St. John's, Canada. Switzerland leading Italy 2-0 this under 18 game. Italy will start this second period with the power play. Minute 53 seconds left to go in the penalty to Bernazzi of Switzerland. Again, this is the second of 6 games. Steve Power, Ali Cree filled in, did the first game, just between Great Britain and the local team from Newfoundland and Labrador, the NL Selects. Game won by Great Britain 1-0. Pretty good game this morning. Of course, Steve, as president of both the Canadian Ball Hockey Association and the Newfoundland and Labrador Ball Hockey Association, Ali Cree with the Ball Hockey UK, they had a great discussion about the state of ball hockey worldwide, and in particular in Newfoundland and Canada and different parts of the UK, Scotland where Ali is from, and down in England. Ball hockey is growing worldwide, there's no question about that. Been to the last 2 World Championships, men's and women's, Switzerland and WjBHC, Czech Republic, and big crowds, lots of teams from all over the place. Ball hockey is a sport that is being played in a lot of cases in countries which aren't traditional ice hockey countries. Backhand scores on the power play right away. Selin. That didn't take long. "12 seconds into the second period. Selin scores, close the gap to 2-1. Well, I was saying the ball hockey is, a lot of cases, played in some countries that aren't traditional ice hockey countries because, one, you don't need ice rinks. Talking to some of the folks from Great Britain last night, they're talking about a lot of their places over there, they don't have ice rinks. There is ice hockey in Great Britain. There's a professional ice hockey league, which is a very good caliber of ice hockey, but a lot of the smaller places, not like in Canada where every nook and cranny's got a hockey rink. So ball hockey is a great alternative. And also, of course, the ice hockey countries also taking up the sport in larger numbers in Europe, and Czech Republic and Slovakia in particular. Last year's World Championships in WjBHC in the Czech Republic, Finland were there, so I'm sure the ISBHF would love to get some more of the Scandinavian countries, love to get Sweden and Norway, some other European countries that are big into hockey, Germany, I'm sure they'd love to get Russia involved, but it is growing every year, more and more teams from around the world. These juniors, teams from 7 countries. It's lifted high and out of play. And players decide to exchange greetings down below. Casey and Ensler. Beerfood with a shot, save made by Roki. Ball was loose in front of the crease for just a second, then cleared away by the Italians. There was a penalty called to Italy in all that, as I was talking about the growth of the game. So Switzerland on the power play. Minute 8 left to go in the penalty to Selin, the goal scorer. His name all over the score sheet. He was in the penalty box when Switzerland scored their second goal. And he got Italy's first goal, and now he's back in the penalty box again. Steiger, shot, save was made, hand cleared smartly by Roki. Taken away by Lucchesi. Lucchesi along the boards. Killing time. The Italians short-handed. Poked away, Italy wants a penalty. Switzerland with it. Steiger able to keep it in, just barely, as it rolled right along the red line. Wiesmer in front for Rodewald, and off a stick and up and out of play. Face-off will stay to the left of Marcus Roque. Just 4 seconds left to go in the penalty to Selen. Switzerland win the face-off. Shot comes in, save is made at the last second by Roque. The ball redirected, and the shot from Ensler. Bernazzi taken to the boards. Budekoffer tried to get it back to Ensler. That hit the side of the goal. Let's play it up along the near boards. Ensler able to keep it in. Good work by Ensler. Ball comes to the boards. Italy will clear it down the floor. Racing onto it was Romeo. Following up, Romano. And Romano has it. Romano knocked down. Penalty coming up to Switzerland as Romano was knocked down behind the Swiss goal. Call is hooking. Raphael Ensler gone into the penalty box. Italy back on the power play. They scored on their last power play opportunity to make it 2-1. Whoa, whoopsie. Roque had a little trouble handling the ball, but all good. No harm, no foul. Ball came out, so Italy has to gain the attacking zone again. They'll dump it in. Back there first, Wegemuller. Wegemuller gets it out. Foti for Italy. That pass a little bit too far, and it was picked off. Might want to take the shorter one. The shot in on goal by Bernazzi, and Roque's going to have to hold on to it. Foti slams the stick. Knows that was not a good pass up at the blue line. Put it right on the stick of the Swiss player. Minute 17 left to go in the Italian power play. Turning was Wiesmer. He lost it. Italy's got it. Pekka. Romano. Back to Pekka. Messina. Pekka back to Messina. Now they'll try it here on this side. Rosa. Rosa with a shot. Pad save made by Alleman. Itten. And Romano were in behind the net. Italy comes up with the ball. Messina's shot hits some players in front, goes to the corner. Romano. Pekka. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Messina to Pekka. Again, tried to make that cross-forward pass. Intercepted. Romano. Ball stays in play. Penalty to Switzerland is over. We're back to 5 aside. Pekka hit into the boards. Coming up with it, Romeo. Romeo out in front. Romano with a shot. Did not get through. It was blocked by the defense. Down the floor. We'll come back down to our left. A couple of good chances for Italy. Anthony Romano doing really good work, number 44. Able to win the battles along the boards. Get the ball into scoring position. Both teams will change up after what was a fairly long shift. Over to the far point. Rosa able to hold it in. Rosa lost at the last second, cleared off the boards. Long pass up ahead at the right side. They were trying to get it to Patricia. Wegemuller back to Ensler. Ensler, trouble finding it. Dangerously threw it right up the middle. Shot comes in and Alleman will reach up and grab that. When you're in trouble, really the last thing you want to do is just turn and blindly throw it up the middle in your own end. Get away with it. Selin won the face-off early, comes in front of the goal and then cleared away by Switzerland. Rodewald, the ball hop over his stick. Goes down into the corner. Had a chance for a partial break if he'd been able to handle that pass cleanly. At least a 2-on-1. Ball got away from him just a little bit. Not held in, that's offside. Got out over the center red line. Swiss player saying he kept it in. Good try by Ensler, but look from here as well. The ball came outside. Foti for Italy, lost it along the boards. Casey stepped into his man. The ball goes out of play. Nice catch. From the face-off, the ball goes off the glass in behind the Swiss goal. Wegemuller is there. Referee's arm is up. Penalty emphatically called by the official. It's going to go to Santino Foti of Italy. Cross-checking. It was away from the play. Play was down in behind the goal. Infraction happened out in the middle of the floor. Face-off won cleanly by Switzerland. Steiger with tackles over the top of the goal, comes out. Switzerland, or Italy's on it. Tried to clear it out, Peggley, and that hit Steiger in the leg. Stayed in. Steiger's got it. Then down low to Fairclough. Back to Steiger. Chiofo, his shot went wide. Fairclough has it now along the boards. Back to Steiger. Chiofo. Irony. Chiofo. Fairclough takes it off the end boards, buries it short side, and it is 3-1. And now we've got some activity after the goal. The referee's blown the whistle. Not sure if he's called a penalty. I believe he has. both teams being penalized for a little altercation after the goal had gone in. Rodewald for Switzerland. DiNardo for Italy. These are not offsetting, so it'll be 4-on-4 right now for the next couple of minutes, barring goals or penalties. Itten. Long pass up ahead, getting to it was Fund for Switzerland. Fund along the boards. Fund gets away from Cancion. Rosa for Italy, and another penalty. It's going to be Cancion. A little too aggressive down in the corner against Foti, or against Fund rather. Body checking. Four-on-three power play for Switzerland. Face off down to the right of Marcus Roque. 7:06 to go in the second period. Italy won the face-off but couldn't get it out. It'll be kept in back there by Ciofo. Steiger, Ciofo, Wiesmer, Steiger, Ciofo, Steiger. Well, I think we're moving in a little bit on the 4-on-3. Well back. Now Steiger gets a good shot. Steiger's got it again. Wiesmer from a sharp angle puts it wide. Steiger's got it here along the near boards. Wrist shot. The rebound was there. Italy with a couple of chances to clear it. They don't. Kept in. Ciofo shot. Love save. Made by Roque. Rebound taken by Switzerland. Fairclough back to Steiger. Doesn't shoot. Steiger, one-timer, save is made. It's kicked into the corner. Wiesmer's on it. Steiger, wide of the goal. Fairclough, Wiesmer. Good possession by Switzerland. They've had some good scoring chances. Ciofo with a hard shot from well out. That's knocked in behind the goal. And then put out of play. Faceoff will stay right there. Both teams will change. 5 seconds left to go in the 4-on-3, and then it'll become a 5-on-4. This player from each team will come out of the penalty box. Rodewald and DiNardo. 3-1, Switzerland lead it. Stopped right at the blue line, turning Bernazzi. First two penalized players are back out, so it is 5-on-4. Dillon turns, heads up. That's going to go into the crowd. Keep your eye on the playing surface. Keep your eye on the ball. You're in the stands. Teams changing up. Officials keeping an eye on the players as they come off the benches. Faceoff's going to come all the way down the floor. The penalty has gone to Switzerland as Enzler cleared it over the glass. Unfortunately, just as they started the announcement, they started the music. Made it a little difficult to hear what it was. So now it's a power play for Italy. Backhand, save made by Alleman, sprawls out, covers it up. Again, as the Italian players were looking for a rebound. Swiss players don't like that. Minute 41 left to go in the penalty to Enzler of Switzerland. Foti. Gets it back to Messina. Tipped in front, goes wide. Foti behind the goal. Foti staying with it. Casey. Messina. Long shot right on goal as he wristed it towards goal. Was hoping for a deflection. Went straight through to Alleman. Made the save. Roki. Messina. Italians quickly up ahead. The Swiss were changing. That shot wide of the mark. Foti back here at the left point. Will wind up with the big slapper. Alleman, the left pad, kept it out. Messina dumps it in off the end boards. Italy trying to get to it first. Swiss just get there ahead of it and clear it down the floor. 30 seconds to go in the penalty to Switzerland. And Roki's had a couple of adventures handling the ball. Almost gave it away that time. Beautiful rush here to the backhand. That time Roki, great poke check. Knocked it away from Verily. Another penalty coming up, this one to Italy. Alleman's gone to the bench in favor of the extra attacker. Steiger to Arnie. Bernazzi tried to get it to, that is Bernazzi at the blue line. That was Beerthud who made the pass. Either way, touched up by Italy. Switzerland go on the power play. A rash of penalties here in the second period. Slowed things down a little bit. 2:56 left to go. Beerthud to Wegemuller, back to Beerthud. Wegemuller, shot right on goal. Roki stops it and then snatches the ball out of the air. Holds on to it, no rebound. Faceoff was won by Italy, and that will allow them to clear the ball all the way down the floor, back to get it. Jonas Beerthud. Verily lost it at the blue line, gets it right back, brings it in, but that'll be offside. Bernazzi was in ahead of the play. Switzerland's going to change up that power play. The Italians will change up their penalty killers. Fairclough take the face-off for Switzerland, gets it in. Then lost it along the boards. Italy able to get it out. Romano with a shot, and now we get some pushing and shoving as the goaltender Allman was contacted. Made the save cleanly, and player coming in from the right made contact with the Swiss goalkeeper, who took exception to that. It's Brandon Lucchese. Shot came from Romano, and Allman made the glove save, and Lucchese coming in from the other side cut across in front of the goaltender and clipped him a little bit, and that led to everything after. Giving Lucchese slashing, I guess, as he took a swipe at the ball, thinking it might be loose, and caught the goaltender in the glove. So slashing Lucchese, and then Rodewald. Well, they've only got the one penalty showing right now. Penalty to Switzerland will be of the misconduct variety. They are not short a man. Power play is given to Switzerland. 5-on-4. Let's check that. They were already on the power play. So those last two simply offset, and we're still on the initial power play. Steiger, hard shot, came off the inboards, hit the back of the goal. Chiofo, Fairclough. Steiger, shot again wide of the target. DiNardo around the boards, couldn't get it out, kept in by Switzerland. Penalties over, 5-on-5. Again, shot wide. Arnie on the far side. Italians late getting that fifth player in. The penalized player went to the bench. Gave the Swiss a few extra seconds of power play. They still got it in. Jofo didn't get much on that. Trickles into the corner. Arnie's on it. And we are 5-on-5 right now. Switzerland continuing to press. Now the Italians finally come up with it, get it out over center. Steiger slap pass up the middle. Nobody touched it. Tried to get it up ahead to Butekoffer. Flooring call against Switzerland. They lead it 3-1 into the final seconds here in the second period. Just 13 seconds to go. Ball put into the corner, just 5 seconds to go now. Chance that they can get to it. Would have been offside. The official's arm was up. Time ran out. So teams trade goals in the second period. Switzerland lead it 3-1. Again, a reminder, coming up next we've got Czech Republic and the United States in a big under-18 game. That'll determine Canada's opponent, most likely, for the gold medal game tomorrow. In the meantime, we'll take a break here at the Glacier in Mount Pearl. Remind you, you're watching the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships. We'll be back in just over 4 minutes from now. 2-goal lead for Switzerland heading into the third period. 3-1 they lead it. No penalties on the board to start the third. Again, these two teams will in all likelihood meet again tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow morning in the 5-6 placement game. The question of which one will go into that game in 5th or 6th really doesn't matter. The only difference is finish in 5th, you are considered the home team, will get last change if that matters to the coaches. They're trying to match up. That one is shot in off the boards. Roki has it. Slap to the corner. Ball goes up in the air, comes out in front. Italy trying to tap it away, get it out over the red line. They do. Steiger plays it over on the far side. Ensler back to Steiger. Weak clearing pass. Easily knocked down, brought back in by Italy. We didn't last at 5-on-5 very long. Another penalty being called, interference. We'll go to Italy. Switzerland will go back on the power play again here early in the third. Daniel Roki, guilty party, heading to the box. Swiss player down in the slot area in front of the goalkeeper is being penalized for grabbing the stick of the Italian player. He's getting a holding the stick penalty. Rodewald. I thought it was number 8. It's 81. Ensler. So 4-on-4. Power play just lasted 6 seconds for Switzerland. Shot save made by Alleman. No traffic in front, saw it all the way. All kept in along the boards. Can't see him. Nancy still working hard over there. Now it's Rosa, but Switzerland come up with it. Pass went in behind Itten. Back to Wiesmer. Wiesmer's got some traffic in front, got the shot through. Save made by Roka. Rodewald back behind the goal. Itten couldn't knock it down. Sellin is there for Italy. Rodewald in front. Itten with the shot. Save made by Roki. Had a quick look over his left shoulder, but he kept it out. Patricia. Champer's watching him. Ball bounces out. Sellin looking for it. Scores! Great effort from number 23, Brandon Sellin. That's his second goal. He's got himself a few penalties as well, all over that score sheet. But what an effort to come off the right boards, get himself out in front, and then falling put it behind the goaltender, Alleman. Tightens things up, 3-2 now. Swiss player tripped up, and the referee right down below us has got that one, so it's delayed penalty to Italy. Beerthud, hard shot, save made by Roki. Now Italy will touch it up. Switzerland with a 5-on-4 power play. Messina, quick pass up ahead. Pekka down the floor. Alleman comes out to play. Good play off the boards. Gets it to Steiger. Steiger pass intended for Rodewald. Goes all the way down to the Italian keeper. Roki got it to Pekka. Comes out along the blue line. Switzerland have it. Now they'll set up their power play. Chiofo. Wiesmer doesn't shoot. Steiger will. Save was made and ball sent all the way down the floor. Minute and 12 to go in the Swiss power play. Rodewald gains the zone. Over to Wiesmer. Another penalty coming up to Italy as Steiger was knocked down. Here you see him hobbling. They score! Rodewald and Steiger really having trouble hopping over onto the Swiss bench. And he is in considerable pain. He's going to go immediately to the dressing room. Looks like he may have taken a slash across the top of the ankle, just inside the blue line. Penalty was about to be called. It was a delayed penalty. On the delayed penalty, Switzerland score. Well, I think what Switzerland are questioning now is why would both penalties be waved off? The Italian player was still in the penalty box. There was still time left on the initial penalty. Then there was the delayed penalty. A goal was scored. They're saying shouldn't. Why should two penalties come off? And that is the discussion. And they are going to win the argument. The initial penalty with the 49 seconds left on it stays up there. They're not going to get the advantage of having two penalties wiped out because of one goal. So still a power play for Switzerland. Now leading it 4-2. They'll get it out. Fode trying to race onto it, lost it. Ensler up ahead. Ensler will get the return pass. Ensler's got a breakaway. Ensler, forehand. Big save made by Roki. Ball was still loose. Quick whistle. What a save by Roki. Ensler made it look like he was going to go to the backhand and then went back to the forehand, and Roki just outweighted him, stuck out the right pad and made the save. .27 seconds to go in the Swiss power play. Bodie blocked that. Beerthud, Rotowald, back to Beerthud. Rotowald. Tried to feed it all the way back here on the right point, or sorry, left point to Vegemuller. That didn't work. Beerthud, Arnie fanned on it, but then it comes out and Ensler will put it home. Switzerland, a couple of quick goals, both on the power play. And something you don't see too often, they scored twice while the same player was in the penalty box. Because they also scored their first one, that was on a delayed penalty. Would have put them 2 men up. Don't see that very often. Switzerland beginning to pull away now, up 5-2. They lead in the shots on goal category as well, 30-14. Behind the goal, doing good work, was Ensler down the floor. Will it be enough for flooring? No, they're going to wave it off, saying the Italians could have touched it. Ensler read that, brought it in. Vivatz was poke checked. Hasn't been out there much. Number 89 for Switzerland. Matter of fact, first time we may have seen him. He had a chance. The ball rolls into Roki. He'll hold on to it. Marcus Roki. It's been busy. It's the 31st shot he's faced. Italy won the faceoff, but that was a weak clearing attempt, touched by a high stick. Either team wants to touch it. The referee will blow the whistle and move it out. Switzerland couldn't touch it because they knocked it down with the high stick. Italy didn't want to touch it either because as soon as they put a stick on it, the Swiss player had an opportunity to knock it free and carry on. And the referee realizes neither player is going to touch the ball. He'll blow it down, call the high stick, and move the faceoff outside. Romeo still working, gets the ball, and then they lose it. Switzerland has it again. They're really scrambly right now. The shot goes over the top of the goal. Neither team was able to get a good handle on the ball. Diesmer will chip it in, goes into chase, stepped on the ball, goes down. Back out. Steiger, who's back out there after hobbling to the bench, got the shot away and was knocked down. Itten behind the goal. Itten. Turning. Back to Beerthud. Long pass up the middle. That's knocked down. The Italians will keep it in. Pekka. Pekka, shot well wide of the mark. Ciofo. Back down to Itten. He'll leave it for Beerthud. He can't get it out. Genova clears it back in. Vegemuller. Vegemuller watched by Roki. On the right side. Niediger down into the corner. Rodewald's on it first for Switzerland. Marini is on him. Trying to chip it out was Roki. It was kept in. Good play by Ensler. Ensler let it go to Ciofo. Lifts it high, knocked down. Niediger. Chiofo, wrist shot, wide. Wegemuller was looking for the deflection at the side of the goal. Ensler, big slapper. Again, off the target. Ensler recovered just long enough to knock it away, and not sure what's happened. Roki has done something to his knee. As he pulled up, he's gone down. The referee's going to have to blow the whistle. Roki's left knees, as he would, well, actually it looks more, a little higher up in the groin area. The ball came loose. He had a chance to go for it. Ensler had fallen down. At the last second, Ensler turned and swiped at the ball and knocked it away from Roki. Roki started to run and kind of pulled up a little bit like he was going to pull off his run, and may have pulled the groin by doing so. You could see it immediately as he turned to go for the ball that he can't put any weight on the left leg. Again, initially thought knee, then I saw him grab up towards the groin area, so whatever it is, he is in considerable pain. Yeah, it is up the left groin. They may have to pick him up to get him off. He's really, hear him actually yelling out in pain as he gets through the gate. Yeah, they're going to pick him up and take him the rest of the way into the dressing room. Clear that as he changed speeds, he started to go and then stopped, and when he went to go again, something gave. So as he goes to get some medical treatment, he will be looked after. Play continues here. Mauti. Cleared away from him all the way down the floor. Right to Roki. Lets it go. DiNardo off the boards. Kept in by Switzerland in front. Naga getting his first shift, number 12, and it's going to be a penalty coming up to Switzerland. Naga knocked down the Italian player. Ball goes into Alleman. He'll cover it up. And we'll get the body contact. Body checking. Call it what you like. It's 2 minutes. Corentin Naga. It's his first shift and goes right to the penalty box. A little bit of time left, just under 6.5, so if Italy can strike quickly on the power play, make a game of this one yet. They trail by 3. They need something good to happen in a hurry. Messina, Patricia. Snapshot goes wide. They try and get it out in front, and they get it past Messina out at center. Casey couldn't get it in, and the Italians are sent back down their own end. Lucchesi's got it at center. Lucchesi cleared it in, just onside. In front, tipped, and then put wide. 2 great chances for Selin. He's got a couple of goals in this one. Came oh so close to completing the hat trick. First shot was stopped by Ullman, then it was up in the air, and Selin running by, reached back and swung at it. The ball wouldn't have been a high stick by any means, and just missed it, and the whole net was open in front of him. And pass up to Lucchesi. Ball goes up along the glass. Lucchesi's pinned there, and Fund is away for Switzerland. Fund chips it past Massini, then Massini recovers and knocks it to the boards. 3 Italians in there against Fund. Should be able to come up with it, but Fund doing great work. Finally, Italy does come away. Just 25 seconds to go in the man advantage. Good stick by Wegemuller to get in the way of that pass and put the ball out of play. 21 seconds now to go in the man advantage. 4:44 left to go here in the third period. Italians get it over the blue line, but then cleared away by Switzerland. Penalty had expired, so that's a flooring call against the Swiss. Kansian over the top of the goal. Ensler's got it over there. 4:12 to go. Fairclough working against Kansian. Mauti stopped at center by Fairclough. Romano couldn't get it in, and Switzerland clears the zone. Foder's got to be careful. He had Pirelli right behind him. It's a little soccer play or football play, if you prefer. So it was kicked in, and then the shot came from Pirelli. Save made by Roki. 3:38 to go. Speaking of football or soccer, another big day today at the World Cup. Another 2 quarterfinals. England against Switzerland, against Switzerland playing here. England versus Sweden. Croatia against the host team, Russia. Belgium and France already into the semis. Of course, you knew that. Most watched sporting event in the world. You had to know it. Play down below us. Marini couldn't get it in. Now Italy will dump it in. Marini will go in to chase. Under 3 to play. Itten off the boards. Krivats. Again, hasn't seen a lot of action. A few players for Switzerland just getting a shift or two here late. There's one of them, Kramer. All 3 of the players out there now haven't seen a whole lot of action. Naga, Kramer, Klivats. Niedeker's had a few shifts. Offside is called. Berthud up ahead. Berthud's in there. Berthud keeps it, and the ball rolls into Roca. Couldn't control it. It goes in behind the goal, then up along the boards. Trying the one-timer with Verily. Couldn't make contact. Verly's on it again. Berthud goes down against the boards. Play carries on. Under 2 to go. Patricia. Off of him, down to Alleman. Alleman's going to cover it up. Alleman checking the clock behind him. The score clock is down at the end here at the Glacier. It's not a center score clock. It's right in behind him. He looks over his left shoulder. See that there's only 1:42 left to go. His team is leading by 3, and they win the faceoff. Kramer. Roki's got it. Roki down over into the far corner. On it first is Itten. Itten cleared away by Francesco Roki. Roki's got it again. 3 Rokis on this team. Goaltender, Francesco Roki and Danielle Roki. That's onside. Fode's got it. Fode shoots. Save made by Alleman. And Alleman's going to cover it up. Fode came close to cutting it to a 2-goal lead with just under a minute to go, third period. But Alleman comes up with another big save. He's been very good in this game for Switzerland. Faceoff will be to his left. Up next, we've got a big game between the Czech Republic and the United States. And the under 18 shot comes in. Alleman one more. That game will determine, in all likelihood, who will play Canada in the gold medal game in the under 18, assuming Canada is able to beat Great Britain in the game following that. And based on previous results, the other games being played this week, it is a high probability. Nothing is 100% in sports. Hensler doesn't shoot it. The shot comes in. Now we get a couple of players having a little stare down, but Fairclough will head to the bench. Turn and walk away. Flipped in right to Roki. He will cover that. Took about 4 seconds off the clock. 17.3 left to go. That came out over the center red line. Just a couple of seconds to go, and that will do it. So Switzerland take it 5-2. These two teams will meet again tomorrow. They will finish 5th and 6th after the round robin. Switzerland 5th and Italy 6th. Great Britain will finish in 8th place. But they will play Canada coming up later this afternoon. Our next game, just under a half an hour from now, 2 o'clock. Essentially a semi-final game between Czech Republic and the United States. That'll be followed up by the Canada-Great Britain game. That'll conclude the round robin portion for the U18s. Final two games today will be the two semifinals in the U20s. Big one coming up at 6 o'clock local time. It'll be Canada to take on Slovakia, a rematch of last night's game won by Slovakia. And then the other semifinal, Czech Republic against the United States. Great Britain will finish 5th in the U20. Player of the game, easy choice I think for Italy, Brandon Sellon. Sasha Arni getting player of the game for Switzerland. We will shake hands. We will get the Swiss national anthem and we'll step aside. And while this game had been described as meaningless when it comes to the final standings in the under 18, don't tell that to the young men who played it. It's not meaningless to them when they step on the floor. They play the game to win and for pride, and there's nothing like what the Swiss just experienced, and that's having your national anthem played in a foreign country because of something you accomplished. They'll do it again tomorrow, and we'll see which anthem gets played then. All right, coming up next, 2 o'clock. Czech Republic versus the United States in the under 18. We invite you to come back and join us at that time. You're watching the 2018 ISBHF World Junior Ball Hockey Championships from St. John's in Canada. Back at 2.